Help me, please.
Yes, I hope my knowledge will be enough for you.
That was the third in a row, and all are in grand array.
Can I ask you a question?
That's a question I can answer.
That was the third in a row, and all are in grand...
Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground. Down the stairs.
Fancy. Not every manor has a custom floor.
That is the von Cramm crest, the old Prussian noble family. They must be patrons of the club.
How often do you think they check the submission box? My application deserves prompt consideration.
It's the killer! Shake a leg! Get him!
Time to knock this guy out.
Don't bother, move.
I'm gonna hurt you!
I can overcome the brute now. Don't. The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you until next month.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
I couldn't miss the party.
Don't bother moving.
Take this!
It's all yours now. Go for it.
I'm coming.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you. I couldn't miss the party. I'm coming.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Just die! I'm coming for you.
Too simple. Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready. I must say, Sherry, that was near perfect. Could it be that you're not completely hopeless?
The same ingredient was used in the dueling revolver's ammunition. A nice apricot aroma. Marilyn schnapps, I presume. Half full. 2 glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John? Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible. All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels.
Who the devil are you? I won't go down without a fight.
Sherlock Holmes. And if I wanted a fight, you would already be on the floor. Fortunately for you, I'm merely here to ask a few questions.
Is that so? Well, come on, pretty boy. How about I fix that nose of yours? Give it a bit more character.
Enough. Your compatriots attacked me and I responded. They still have their lives, unlike Mr. von Staub.
True. At least you are not a murderer. Fine, you may speak.
So you are Mr. von Cramm, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and witness to Mr. von Staub's murder.
Incorrect. I am the best shot at the club. Heinrich von Cramm. But how did you know I was there?
Your clothes, Mr. von Cramm, the dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins. And your jacket features a bloodstain from your attempts to save Mr. von Staub.
That is impressive.
It is merely inferential. Now, a few questions, if I may.
Be my guest. I have nothing to hide.
So, what transpired in the old ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all and then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver. And further away. The killer must be an excellent shot to hit the heart.
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late. He was gone.
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a nice collection of pistols, Mr. von Cramm.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur of firearms. Did something catch your eye?
What caught my eye is a missing Lamate. Where is it?
Ah, that one. I lost it in a bet. A rare failure of mine.
A bet with whom?
That's private, Mr. Holmes, and unrelated to your investigation.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub a small fortune.
A fortune to you, perhaps, but a trifle to me. Our debts ebbed and flowed. In our next contest, there was every chance I would win it back. Erich was too concerned about all that. Frankly, he often lacked the demeanor of a nobleman. His progressive tendencies could be grating.
Last year, there was a similar incident in which a duelist died. What can you tell me?
A tragedy. I shot too well, and my opponent stumbled from the impact. He slipped and fell down the cliff. I regret it all. I have not participated in a duel since. Instead, I only take the role of a referee and supervise the proceedings for safety. I swore that no other club member would die in a duel. Alas, someone else intervened.
As it happens, a Lamate .42 caliber revolver was discovered at the crime scene. You said you were missing a Lamate, yes?
I did, but my Lamate was a .36 caliber.
And you can prove that?
My word is proof enough. If I said it, it is true.
Recordings labelled in Braille.
Your ability to perceive the world can be developed with work and concentration.
Doesn't appear to be the happiest childhood. Cecilia von Cramm with Heinrich, Cologne, 1864. Mein Wunder. How to sharpen one's senses. Addressed to Heinrich von Cramm and written with a nervous hand. Arrived just yesterday. A remarkable tool to conveniently enhance anything. I could use one for my analysis.
Look, Sherry, I'm head of the club.
There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell. Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. I need to be elsewhere. Clever system. Mr. von Cramm, I know you murdered Eric von Staub.
You joke, I didn't do it.
On the contrary, when the opportunity arose, you pounced. You were present at the duel, and you were the only one who wasn't blindfolded.
I am an excellent shot. If I wanted to kill someone, it wouldn't matter whether or not I was blindfolded. But that doesn't mean I wanted Eric dead.
Did you not? The position of honorary consul would be quite the feather in your cap, but Mr. von Staub stood in your way.
Friends are worth more than fame, Mr. Holmes. But of course you wouldn't understand. Lacking either. We were rivals, yes, but also peers.
Well, this friendship of yours certainly took a turn when you picked up the murder weapon. Your pistol collection is missing a piece, the murder weapon you disposed of after the kill.
I lost it in a bet. For God's sake, you'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Mr. von Cramm, I believe you are the one responsible for Eric von Staub's death. You are now under my arrest and will be escorted to the police.
I have never been so insulted in all my life. I am innocent, as you will soon find out. I didn't do it. I didn't. Please, please, sir. Believe me, I'm sorry. I didn't do it.
Bakın kim?
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Going on a trip, miss?
No, I'm leaving permanently. This place brought me nothing but sorrow. I am sorry. What do you want?
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von Staub. I'll start with my confession. I misled you in our previous meeting. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I do not work for the police.
What? I don't understand.
In actuality, I was independently investigating your brother's death and came to an unexpected conclusion.
How? Why?
It was not a tragic accident, miss. It was cold-blooded murder. And I know the culprit.
No. Who is he?
Nice try, but as you well know, I'm talking to the culprit right now.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Certainly not. Allow me to explain how you killed your brother. The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned in panic, a typical feminine response.
No, I've never been to that cursed place.
You hid behind the wall in the ruins. None of the others present could have killed Eric from that position. Both the duelists were blindfolded and Mr. von Cramm is ill-sighted.
So nobody saw anything? Your imagination has run wild.
Ah, but you forget one thing. A blind man's other senses grow stronger. Mr. von Cramm detected a lavender and pine scent. That of your ointment.
You're taking the word of a sightless man. This is monstrous.
It is your brother who was monstrous. He was a tyrant and you could tolerate his abuse no longer.
Living with Eric was a nightmare, yes. But he was my brother.
Now, Miss von Staub, take your time. Tell me the truth.
After our parents died, my life slowly became hell. My brother began to humiliate me. Then he became violent. Each day he'd invent a new punishment. Shut my room, burn my paintings, starve me. And without fail, I would be beaten. All visits were forbidden, all contact verboten. I was his caged bird, his pet. When we did go out, he used me to bait influential people. He sold me to Mr. Boddington simply to earn a place amongst this island's elite.
Was that not freedom from your brother?
He sold me as a thing, sir. Who do you think this gentleman was? I could not endure more cruelty. Mr. Holmes, I'm begging you. Please don't do this to me. Don't throw me from one cage to another.
The law is the law and murder is murder. You should have sought freedom through more civil means.
The sickness of men runs deep. You dare speak to my civility. You dare tell me what I must endure. All of you are the same. You may look down on us, but make no mistake, we are staring up at you, and one day there will be a reckoning. I have no regrets, but I know that you will.
You have suffered enough, Miss von Staub, but now it is over. I will not turn you into the police.
I don't know what to say. What will happen with the case?
The usual. With their typical stupidity, the inspectors will confidently declare the case a tragic accident, and that will be that.
I didn't expect such kindness.
Kindness? No, where the truth reveals injustice, I expect accountability, but in this matter, Miss von Staub, I see no injustice at all.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll never forget what you're doing.
I am behind you 100%. I'm sure Miss von Staub wouldn't waste the chance for a better life.